Hello, this is Tyler Beamer from Haywood Community College. This is a tutorial to show students how to use MyStatLab. First thing you want to do is go to www.haywood.edu, which is our school's homepage. And in the upper right hand corner, in this drop down menu, you can go to Moodle. And you want to log into Moodle, so click on Login. And if you know your username and password, you can put it in here. If you have never logged into Moodle, this is instructions for how to do that, so you can read that here on the right hand side. And there is a number here to contact if you need help with Moodle. You can also contact me, and I will also lead you in the right direction to get assistance. Okay, so once you log into Moodle, you should see your name and your face, and then, or at least your name, and then click on My Dashboard. And then you should see our course. On the course listings, click on it, and then your course should look similar to this. Now, our course hasn't officially started yet, so there are some things here that are a little bit different, but you should see my face and your course information. And Moodle is where I will put lots of resources for you in this course. You've got your syllabus pacing guide. You want to check that out first. It'll be titled by chapters, and under each chapter you will have chapter notes that you can access, that are PDF documents, and you can print those out. You know, they have vocabulary terms, definitions, formulas, theorems, examples. So these are all related to the specific chapter and section that you're studying. And so you can certainly use those to study and use those for help on homework and quizzes, and also even on the exams. So I encourage you to look at those. I will also put instructional videos on Moodle as well, showing you how to use technology, either Excel or the graphing calculator, to work out a lot of your math problems. So there's an example of that. And I will open up more resources as we move through the course. So as we get as we finish one chapter, you know, and that due date is passed, I'll open up the next chapter thereafter. So okay. So you want to be able to utilize Moodle for those resources. You also want to be able to go to MyMathLab via Moodle, and this is where you're going to do all of your assignments. So if you click on this link where it says My Lab and Mastering Tool, should take you to this screen, and you want to push the yellow button that says Open My Lab and Mastering. And then that should take you directly into the course for MyMathLab. So you should only have to log in through Moodle, and then once you're registered for the MyMathLab, you should be able to get to MyMathLab course by clicking that link. So MyMathLab also has tons of resources. This is where you're going to do all of your assignments, and it is driven by these links over here on the left hand side. We'll be at Course Home to begin with. You know, this is where announcements will pop up. So, you know, if there are pertinent announcements, I will put an announcement there. I will also email you using haywood.edu email, and also Moodle messaging to send you announcements. This will also give you a calendar, which will highlight due dates, you know, your progress in the course as well. If you click on syllabus, you'll see the syllabus for the course, which is also on Moodle. So you want to definitely read through that to begin with. Pacing guide, which is also on Moodle, is on MyMathLab, and this gives you the due dates for every chapter, so you know ahead of time when everything is due. So you definitely want to keep this handy and reference it often. The exam proctoring information gives you pertinent information in regards to your midterm and final exam, and I will be sending you more information about that once we get closer. There is also information in the syllabus. The midterm and final exam is a proctored exam, so you have those two proctored exams for the course. And so once we get closer, I will definitely give you more information, but you want to read through this because this has a lot of information in regards to that as well. And so you have that resource available. LSS tutoring schedule, I'll update this. This is where you can get free tutoring here on campus for this class. The LSS testing hours, I will also update this. This is where you will or can take your proctored midterm and final if you are an on-campus student. If you're a distance learning student, you can take your proctored midterm and final at another community college, university, or public library. And so you will want to read through the exam proctoring information and make sure that you get that set up before the midterm. Alright. Campus Computer Lab, where you can find computer labs on campus to work on MyMathLab. Okay, homework. This is really important. So this is where your homework assignments are going to be located. Homework is 25% of your grade. It gives you the practice to be successful and learn the concepts in this course. So if you click on it, notice you have all the assignments that are open. Notice the due date for these assignments are over here on the left. So they're not all due at the same time. So chapters 1 and 2 are due January 22nd, 2018 by midnight. So if you click on the assignment, the first few parts of this assignment are the lecture videos. And these are lecture videos provided by MyMathLab, and they are comparable to lecture that you would have in class. These lecture videos that are provided by MyMathLab are not content that I created. These are by Pearson, but it is synced with our text, and it is comparable to the lecture that I would give. So you definitely want to watch these. This is where you're going to learn the concepts behind the statistical methods that you're going to learn. And of course, these are videos that are available to you, and through the MyMathLab, you can watch them as many times as you need to. Pause, rewind, fast forward, all that good stuff. So I definitely watch those first, and that counts as part of your grade. And then once you watch those, you can take notes, all that good stuff. And then, after you get done watching them, if you still have questions, please feel free to email me questions in regards to that, and I can certainly answer those emails to give you better understanding. So. And then you want to start on the questions after you watch those videos. And some of your questions will be multiple choice. A lot of the first chapter is a lot of vocabulary, so a lot of these are multiple choice. Let me get to a homework assignment that involves a little bit more math. Something like this, maybe, actually. Yeah. Yeah, so this question involves a little bit more math. So you can see this is short answer. You've got your question up here. You can click on question help, and you have all of these help tools available if you need them to answer the problem. Of course, you want to watch the lecture videos, study the notes that I provide on Moodle before you attempt the homework. Okay, but these tools are helpful if you get stuck. So if you click on help me solve this, this walks you through a problem similar to the one that you're doing. And so that kind of gives you a step-by-step process. View an example shows you a problem similar to one that you're doing. It's slightly different, but it's similar, and so the idea is that you study this example, and then that gives you enough information to be able to do the one that you're doing. So that's very helpful. Textbook, that takes you to the ebook, and so you want to have your pop-up blocker disabled so that the textbook will pop up. And so by purchase of the MyMathLab, you have the ebook. Sometimes it takes a little while here for it to pop up. Let me try this one more time. Okay, and so the ebook will pop up, and this is the exact same textbook as the physical text. It's just in electronic format, and you can go through the pages. It should put you right on the chapter and section that you're working on in the text, so that's nice. But then you can also move through the pages with these tools up here. My computer's running kind of slow right now. StatCrunch is a built-in program that you have access to. I normally don't teach with it just because I use Excel, because I feel like Excel is more widely accessible and used outside the classroom. But you're more than welcome to use that if you'd like. If you have any MyMathLab issues, you can click on Tech Help. This will actually show you how to do the statistics using other technology as well. The graphing calculator, Excel, which I will also give you information on. Minitab, SPSS, R. Those are other statistical computing programs that you may not have access to. So I normally just use the graphing calculator in Excel because most people have those. Everybody has access to Excel for free since you're a student. So there is a link on Moodle that shows you how to download that for free, but since you're a student you get that, and so that's usually what I use for the statistical computing. This is a really good link. If you click on Ask My Instructor, this sends me an email with a link to this particular problem, so you can type your question right in here, hit send, and then it will send me right to this specific problem. That way we're both on the same page. You don't have to spend half your email explaining the problem to me. I'll have a link right to the problem, and I'll know what it is. Excuse me. And I can pull it up and see what you're saying, and then you can type your question here, and then I will respond promptly. So those are the resources that you have through MyMathLab to do your homework. Certainly urge you to take advantage of those. If you click on Assign Media, this will direct you back to any lecture videos related to this topic, so that's helpful. Of course, they're already assigned in the homework, so you probably have already watched them, but if you want to refresh your memory, you can certainly watch those again. Okay. Alright, so that's homework, and so you'll spend a lot of time doing that, hopefully. Quizzes and tests. You have generally one quiz per chapter, and once again the due dates are over here. The quizzes do have a time limit, and you can see the time limits are noted here. And you get 2 attempts at all the quizzes. So on the quizzes, you do not have all of the help tools. It's just like a traditional quiz where here are the problems and you answer them. You've got the timer that's here, and then you can move through the quiz and answer the questions, so on and so forth. You can even save the quiz for later, so if you get halfway through it and you're needing to do something else, you can go back to the quiz. Okay, and so when you're done, you can submit the quiz. Okay, and it'll grade it. Okay, and then you get a second attempt. So what you want to do is, after you take the quiz for the first time, go to the grade book, and you can review the quiz by clicking the review link for that assignment in the grade book. And you've got all the help tools in the review mode so that you can study the quiz, and then you can prepare for your second attempt. So the second attempt will be after you've studied the first attempt in the grade book, and then the better of the 2 scores is kept. So after you study that, you can then retake the quiz, and hopefully the idea is that you learn from your mistakes, and the grade will go up, right, increase after you've studied it, and the better of the 2 scores is kept. So you get 2 chances on quizzes. I highly encourage you to take advantage of that. That's a great way to increase your grade. And the grade book here that we're in will show you, the results of all of your assignments. You can review any assignment here by clicking on the review tab. It'll show you your score, how much time you spent, so on and so forth, when you worked on it, and your overall score is here. I do want to go back to homework. I actually needed to mention something else in regards to homework. You have infinite number of chances on the homework, which means that you can redo the problems as many times as you need to get them correct. Normally you get 3 chances to get it right. Sometimes if it's like a multiple choice question, you just get 1. But if you just click on similar exercise or try again, you get another shot at it. So I'm going to go back to the one that I just missed, and so you notice I got a red X instead of a green star, and notice it says try again. So I can redo the problems as many times as I need to in order to get them correct and increase my score. So you have infinite number of chances on the homework. Let me go to another homework assignment that is a short answer so you can see what that's like. So like question 2 here that I was on earlier, I got that incorrect. I'm just going to type in something that's not correct, right? So I get another chance, and it gives me a little blurb about what I did wrong, and then now this is my final check. So I actually get 3 chances on this short answer here. It gives me the correct answer, my answer, and then of course this has multiple parts to it. So it'll take me to each part of the question. And I get 3 chances on all 3 parts of the question. And then if I want to redo it, I just click similar question, and then that'll basically reload the problem to a problem that's similar. and then I can redo that. And the idea is that I would, turn this red X to a green check. So you have infinite number of chances to complete each homework problem. There's really no reason why you couldn't get a 100% on every single homework assignment for the class, or close to it. So considering you can redo them as many times as you want. And then, to save your progress, you can hit save, and that'll save all of your results, all of your work. That way when you log back in again, everything's still there that you've done. Okay. Chapter contents. This is where you can access the ebook and the resources. So if you click on the chapter and the section, you can watch the video lectures. If you click that, you could also see the ebook if you click on that link, and that will it's just a way for you to easily find resources for the course. Alright, and those are the links that you're going to use most frequently for the course. If you can do your homework and your quizzes, and your exams will also be on MyMathLab as well. Notice your midterm. These are password protected, so you can't actually access those. Since it's a proctored test, I will communicate with your proctor, give them all the testing information, and then you will take that exam at your proctor location, and your proctor will have the password, and then you can take the test there. So you can't access those exams unless you're at that proctored setting. But all of the homework and the quizzes you do at home. Quizzes you can do at your home, at your leisure, wherever you prefer to do those at, as well as the homework. Okay, so hopefully this video is helpful and helping you to navigate MyMathLab, get you started. As always, if you have any questions in regards to MyMathLab or anything else related to the course, please email me. My email is on the syllabus, and I will respond promptly. All right, thank you and have a great day.